Hey, you just got that one, huh? Where are we headed? Are you blonde? I thought this whole Penn State University thing was blown over. Apparently not. I'm walking through the mall, and a couple of teenagers walk by me. I'm wearing my Penn State jacket, and one said to the other one, "Yeah, I bet that guy likes to shower with boys." Believe that? I turn around. No, but I like to beat the shit out of them, fucking punks. They go running off like a bunch of sissies. I still can't get over the fact that Jerry Sandusky's attorney said that the only reason why his client showered with boys was so he can show them how to properly clean themselves. So does that mean after all these years of taking a shower, I should have been cleaning my ass with an old man's dick? You notice these cash for gold places are popping up all over the place. Actually, they're on every street corner. I was in New York City, I even saw a prostitute on the corner wearing a big sign that said, "Ass for gold." Fucking unbelievable. I walked by and she's like, "You give me that gold wedding ring you're wearing and I'll give you the best fucking you ever had in your life." I'm like, "No you won't. I give you this gold wedding band and my wife's attorney would give you the best fucking you ever had in your life." Unbelievable. I was really surprised. I thought it was weird. I was actually in the supermarket and I noticed that the Pens is now offering their adult diapers in designer colors. Everybody ever see that? Now, me, one of the
Why don't you drop your pants and show it?
honestly, why the hell would anyone that has to wear an adult diaper want to make a fucking fashion statement anyhow? Hey, honey, which diaper should I wear to the party tonight? The purple one or the pink one? Well, I kind of like the blue one you had on yesterday. Oh, I already soiled that one. Unbelievable shit. You know, one thing a lot of people don't know about me, I'm ambidextrous. In case you don't know, it doesn't mean I'm bisexual. It means I'm both right-handed and left-handed, right? People think it's a blessing. I think it really sucks. Because when I masturbate, no matter which hand I use, it never feels like someone else is doing it. Oh, really sucks. Well, I'm still a little upset from New Year's Eve. Because listen, traditionally we watch the ball drop in Times Square. This year we didn't do it. Went out with a couple of friends. So I'm like, "Don't worry, honey, I'll make it up to you. When I turn 50 this year, we can both sit home on my birthday and watch my fucking balls drop." Everybody's telling me to have a party. I'm turning 50. It's like an iconic celebration. You know, half a century. And I don't see the point in it. Even my wife's getting in on it. She knows I don't want to have a party, but she's starting to egg me on. She's like, "You know, honey, you really should have a party. You only turn 50 once, you know." I said, "Oh, you only turned 50 once, but you could turn 29 7 years in a fucking row?" Unbelievable. And, you know, what's there really to celebrate? I'm 50 years old. I got the prostate the size of fucking Rhode Island. Let's have a fucking party. I gotta pee 12 times a night. Break open a fucking champagne. I gotta take a pill to get an erection. Let's celebrate. Even my doctor's getting in on the act. He's like, "When you turn 50, I'm going to take a 6-foot camera and stick it up your rectum to see what's going on out there." Hey, Doc, listen, I've been letting you get away with a finger all these years. With a 6-foot camera, that's going to cost you a dinner and a movie. And throw it a fucking gold wedding band, bastard. Yeah, you know, my brother's in his 50s. He's still going strong with the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Not me. I'm okay with the rock and roll, but the other two are more like beg for sex and prescription drugs. You know what I mean? He's always bragging to me. He looks like Mick Jagger, one of those types. Whenever I go to the doctor tells me I have the body of a 16-year-old. I'm like, yeah, because you got undeveloped muscles, a hairless chest, and a 2-inch dick. There's a lot bragging about that. Fucking moron. You know, how's everybody doing with the New Year's resolution? Good? Everybody? My wife has a New Year's resolutions this year, but she never sticks to them. She breaks them every year, but I know she's going to stick to this one. She wants to cut our discretionary expending. Right? Our expenses. She wants to cut them. One of her bright ideas is she wants to combine my birthday with Valentine's Day since it's so close together. She's like, "This way we only have to go out to dinner once instead of twice. This way we only have to buy gifts once instead of twice? And I'm like, yeah, this way I only get sex once instead of twice. Leave it up to my fucking wife. 365 days in a fucking year, and she gotta pick the only 2 days a year that I'm pretty much guaranteed to have sex. Become a fucking Susie Orman. This woman. Yeah, you know what? When you get to be my age and married as long as I have, about 15 years, you gotta be creative about getting sex. It's true. I had my wife in the bedroom, I put on some romantic music. I'm giving her a foot massage with some scented lotion. I'm showering her with compliments. And then I'm like, honey, you know how much you love Dr. Oz, right? She's like, oh, I love Dr. Oz. I said, well, I saw a show, and Dr. Oz said if men have sex 3 times a week, they can extend their life expectancy by 5 years. What do you think of that? All of a sudden, her eyes roll back into her head. All I see is the white of her eyes. Her head does a spin, a 360 like The Exorcist. Some green shit comes out of her mouth. She's like, I guess you're a dead man walking now. I'm like, oh shit, man. Keep away from me, man. What the hell's wrong with you? You know, I'm starting to blame my wife and everything. You know, marriage is not the only thing that's killing my sex life. It's actually these reality TV shows. She's addicted to them. They seem to put these damn shows on during the times that most men want to have sex. Like every fucking night. They got the Real Housewives of New York, the Real Housewives of New Jersey, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they're all interfering with sex with my Real Housewives of Pennsylvania. Fucking unbelievable. You know, she tries to get me to watch these other shows too, which I'm not really interested in. The Haunting, you know, with the ghosts, paranormal stories. Those ghosts scare the shit out of me. I watched a couple of times. One thing I noticed, that these ghosts always seem to be haunting these big old houses like this one here.
Stop it!
Or these mansions. How come you never hear about a haunted trailer home? Right? Wouldn't that be something? Can you just see some redneck like, you better get the hell out of my double wide, you some bitch ghost, or I'll blow your ass off with me shotgun. The ghost will be like, in case you haven't noticed, you dumb fuck, I'm already dead. I'll be glad to leave this wobbly box. I'm getting tired of running for cover every time your stupid ass decides to clean this place with a leaf blower. I guess I'll be looking you up in hell when the next tornado rips through this trailer home park. Adios, motherfucker. Another thing I noticed too, if you watch it, no matter what country it's in, the ghosts always seem to be speaking English. You would think proportionally, with all the Spanish-speaking people in this country, there should be more ghosts that speak Spanish, right? Unless it's like a Rosetta Stone in the afterlife we don't know about. Unbelievable. You never see a situation where the guy's like, you better get out of my double wide. Get out, you don't belong here, this is my house, get out. The ghost is like, ooh, oye Rico, no aprende inglés, Rico. Just my fucking luck. I get haunted by a ghost that speaks Spanish. Fucking unbelievable. Yeah, I'm doing some substitute teaching now, trying to make ends meet, you know, because this comic thing is not really paying the bills. Especially when like 2 people show up to my show. So, you know, I made the biggest mistake. I fell for the biggest trick in a book in high school. Right? I went to a high school class, 12th grade. I passed around the sign-in sheet. Everybody signs their name. And then I get the attendance sheet back, and I'm reading out the names just to cross-reference it with the people that are there. So I'm going through the list, I'm reading out the names, and then I get to this name, Dick Hertz. So I call out the name, Dick Hertz. Nobody answered. So I'm like, come on, everybody, who's Dick Hertz? All of a sudden, 5 guys come up and like, oh my God, I really hurts. Sit down, you fucking asshole. Unbelievable. It was my fault. All right, that's all I have right now. Thank you.